Zhao Ya rushed forward, asking, "So when will teacher Zhang Xuan emerge? He's gone to the book vault. Tomorrow afternoon he takes the pill debate for official alchemist. An alchemist assessment? And tomorrow afternoon already?" Hearing this, the receptionist's heart suffered another critical blow. We just heard outside. The method for the Alchemist Pill Debate assessment requires debating 10 alchemists, and this trial is harder than pill concoction. The penalty for failure even greater. Yao Han couldn't help but ask. He's young, an apprentice, with plenty of time. Why rush the pill debate? That, I don't know. But, heard he's seeking books on special physiques, and only official alchemists can view such books. Right. Also said something about only half a month. Seems something's urgent. Must become an alchemist. Find these books within half a month. Zhao Ya heard half a month. Isn't that the freshman grand tournament? Could teacher Zhang be helping me activate my physique? Boost my strength? Thinking this, she faced the receptionist, worriedly asking, "You said pill debate failure incurs a huge penalty. What exactly is it?" However, the receptionist didn't know the answer. Just then, one of the examinees spoke up. "I heard Master Ouyang mention it. 3 parts total. First, compensate each alchemist at least 100,000 gold coins. Second, endure 100 god-slaying rods. Third, banned from reassessment for 10 years. What? Zhao Ya's heart leaped in shock. 100,000 gold coins each, and endure 100 god-slaying rods? At this moment, her heart swelled with emotion. To help activate my physique, teacher Zhang risks so much. This debt, even if I, Zhao Ya, am ground to dust, I can't repay. Elsewhere, the protagonist finally finished browsing all books in the vault. He sighed internally. This elementary book vault's collection is vast, but indeed no books on special physiques. Seems I must become an alchemist, search the advanced book vault, but for the alchemist assessment this knowledge should suffice. With this thought, he returned to the assessment hall, only to see Ouyang Cheng and Du Manzun there, studying something unknown. Approaching, he saw them staring at a paper. On it, guesses for his book vault browsing purpose. First, showing off, 30. Votes. Second, bored, 1 vote. Third, researching book materials, 1 vote. Seeing this, the protagonist was utterly speechless. Is this about me? And what the hell is this voting? And why is showing off first with so many votes? The protagonist has a god-tier cheat, the Heavenly Path Library. He just needs to flip through a book to instantly learn its contents. Ouyang Cheng and Du Man, seeing this, thought he was just posturing. To this, the protagonist could only make an excuse. I was just looking for a book but never found it, that's all. Ouyang Cheng looked a bit awkward hearing this. Du Man beside him also felt quite speechless. Such a simple matter, they'd pondered it all afternoon. Then, Ouyang Cheng smiled. I've already informed 10 alchemists about the pill debate. They'll all be here tomorrow. You prepare well, too. It's happening here tomorrow afternoon. All right, then I'll trouble you both. The protagonist thanked them and walked out. However, just as he exited the assessment hall, he heard an excited voice. Teacher Zhang. He saw Zhao Ya suddenly kneeling before him, thanking him profusely. Zhao Ya, what are you doing? Get up quickly, why thank me? The protagonist rushed to help her up. Meanwhile, he wondered internally, kneeling right away. Her chronic illness cured? This thought he voiced. The frigid sun mother grass, all eaten, the effect? His words, however, jolted Butler Yao beside them. He, too, then knelt, fist to palm. Teacher Zhang, before I was blind to true greatness. My petty heart misjudged your nobility. Forgive me. This... The protagonist, seeing this, grew more perplexed. How did I just pass an alchemist apprentice exam, and they've become like this? Could she know I came here? To find a cure for special physiques? Perhaps the pill debate seems too hopeless to others, thinking I'd sacrifice anything for my students, hence this emotion. But these children's gratitude made me truly feel a teacher's duty, and the weight upon my shoulders. Realizing this, the protagonist faced Zhao Ya, smiling. Fear not. As my students, I'll lead you ever further, to the world's very peak. Scarcely spoken, the Heavenly Path Library boomed violently. A golden book materialized within. Yet the protagonist knew nothing of this. Butler Yao produced a stack of gold notes, offering them, Teacher Zhang, for the frigid sun mother grass. I lack such funds now. Take this part first, our White Jade City's purchase. We can't have you toil, guide, and lose money, the protagonist heard, waving dismissively. No need. 1 herb, it's nothing. Butler Yao, hearing this, felt deeper shame. Teacher Zhang, A 100,000 coin herb, gifted so freely. Such magnanimity, truly admirable. How laughable. I suspecting you'd deceive our young miss. Huh? Hearing this, the protagonist's face instantly darkened. A 100,000 coin herb? Really? Seeing the protagonist's face, Butler Yao asked, puzzled. Teacher Zhang, you didn't know the price? Of course not. My 100,000 gold, gone. The protagonist's heart twisted, a blade within. But outwardly he feigned utter indifference. Of course not. Mere gold means little to me. Zhao Ya is my student. If it aids her, what's a paltry 100,000? These words made the nearby receptionist blush scarlet. This fellow, a teacher of such profound virtue, and I actually thought him a suitor. Thus, amid the protagonist's incredibly costly facade, they departed the Alchemist Guild, back at Hongtian Academy's dorms. When Butler Yao heard the full account, shock overwhelmed him. What? Pure yin physique? Young miss, a pure yin physique. We never knew, and had you trained in the white jade art, amidst shock bewilderment surfaced. If this teacher Zhang is so skilled, how could his reputation... Zhao Ya explained. Uncle Yao, today the disciplinary office for Liu Yang held a mind inquisition. You heard, yes? At these words, Butler Yao instantly understood. You're saying, Elder Shang Chen deliberately framed teacher Zhang. It's true, vile! His face contorted with fury. Elder Shang Chen I've not met, but Shang Bin is his grandson. That one. Selfish, venomous, utterly vile. His grandfather can't be any better. Uncle Yao, now you know of teacher Zhang's affairs. I hope for more respect towards him henceforth. Hearing Zhao Ya, Butler Yao instantly smiled. Rest easy. Uncle isn't a fool. Knowing this, I understand what must be done. However, but this Shang Chen, Shang Bin, they made me heir, defamed. Teacher Zhang, I must consult the city lord, teach them a severe lesson. Zhao Ya, hearing this, instantly concurred. Yes, such wicked people must be punished. Uncle Yao, then please spread this news. The wider, the better. Butler Yao heard, grinning broadly. Rest assured, young miss, leave it to me. How fast can a protagonist with a god-tier cheat cultivate? Others need years of hard training to break through. But he, with the heavenly path divine art, needed only one night and successfully opened a full 20 acupoints. At dawn, the protagonist, routine check-in, arrived at the lecture hall, only to find someone already waiting for him. Teacher Zhang! Seeing the protagonist, the two Wang brothers and Zhao Yanfeng were all deeply respectful. The protagonist still wondered, why is Zhao Yanfeng here too? He saw him bow, fist to palm. Teacher Zhang, I presumptuously dropped Teacher Lu's class. For, the trouble caused, please punish me, teacher. The protagonist heard, instantly speechless. No wonder Lu Shun needlessly sought trouble, so this is the root. But the protagonist didn't blame him. Since you're all here, come in and observe. Thank you, teacher. Entering the classroom, the protagonist began lecturing as usual. However, the three newcomers, hearing the content, were utterly shocked. Teacher Zhang is explaining a new cultivation system. This should be enough to overturn the entire cultivation world's values. Amidst their disbelief, class time quickly ended. Seeing off all students, the protagonist glanced at the sky. Pill. Debate starting soon. I should head over. Arriving at the Alchemist Guild, he found the receptionist waiting at the entrance. Hello, Teacher Zhang. Alchemist Yang had me wait here. He said 10 alchemists are gathered, ready to start any time. Of course, if you wish to back out now, he can also cancel this pill debate. The protagonist heard, waved his hand, smiled. No need to cancel. The receptionist, seeing this, said no more, leading him to the assessment hall. Walking, the protagonist steeled his resolve. For the battle in half a month and my students' physical issues, today's pill debate is imperative, and I must pass. Soon, they reached the assessment hall. Ouyang Chung was already waiting there. Seeing the protagonist, he smiled, approaching. Zhang Xuan, still time to back out, you know. Rest assured, with your talent. Study with me not even half a year, you'll concoct pills past the alchemist assessment. Truly no need. Half a year is too long. The protagonist smiled, refusing while silently complaining. Seriously? If I had half a year, wouldn't need this much trouble coming to the Alchemist Guild for books. Seeing his insistence, Ouyang Cheng stopped persuading, but sighed internally. Young people these days, once he stumbles, he'll know the pill. Debates difficulty. He then turned, calling out, Everyone, come in! 10 figures in alchemist robes entered from outside. One, with a receding hairline, pointed at the protagonist. Guildmaster Ouyang, you said someone's for pill debate? Surely not this wet-behind-the-ears brat. Other alchemists also chimed in, a fellow not even 20 taking the pill debate. At that age, even learning from the womb, how much could he know? Ouyang Cheng heard, quickly explaining, Zhang Xuan, though young, has profound knowledge of medicinal herbs. Apprentice written exam, even scored full marks. Full marks? Hearing. This, the alchemists were all surprised. But soon someone rebutted. That's hardly anything. Alchemy isn't just understanding herbs and properties. It also requires comprehension and insight into the Tao of pills. If mere basic knowledge makes one an alchemist, isn't that a bit too fanciful? This divine logic left the protagonist speechless. If alchemists truly got better with age, why don't you dig up a few from the ground and see? Getting anything other than ash is good enough. After a burst of internal complaining, the protagonist cleared his throat, speaking. Guildmaster Ouyang. Guildmaster Ouyang summoned you all not to discuss age. Though young, it doesn't mean I can't surpass you all in alchemy. These words instantly sparked discontent among the alchemists. Surpass us? Just a newly qualified alchemist apprentice, and already so arrogant, not putting us in his eyes? The protagonist just passed the alchemist apprentice exam, and arrogantly ran to challenge for official alchemist. Looking at this young man, barely 20. The alchemists mocked and jeered. Ouyang Cheng saw this, quickly stepping in to mediate. All right, since we've gathered everyone for the pill debate, let's speak with strength. Now, I'll explain the rules. The pill debate isn't a debate, but 10 alchemists asking questions. The participant answers. Fail one question, and you fail. For questions asked, where both sides are unsure of the answer, a practical test can be done on the spot. That is alchemy. Whose theory yields higher quality pills wins. Of course, the questions asked by alchemists must be within the scope a first-grade alchemist can handle, not exceed, nor intentionally ask obscure secrets no one knows. Does anyone have any questions? Seeing no one did, Ouyang Cheng continued. Since there are no questions then. However, before he finished, the protagonist suddenly interrupted. Wait a moment. The alchemists on the platform saw this, mocking. What? Scared now? Afraid it's too late? Even if you want to back out, you can't. Either start the debate or concede defeat directly. Back out? To their surprise, the protagonist showed a look of disdain. Your level? You think that could make me back out? These words instantly provoked the anger of one alchemist. What? Did you say? The protagonist then displayed an infuriatingly smug expression. My apologies, I wasn't saying your level is bad. I meant everyone here is bad. At these words, all alchemists' fury ignited instantly. Even Ouyang Cheng was stunned, eyes wide. Man beside him panicked. Damn! Ouyang! Quickly stop him! This guy starts with a mass taunt. He's asking for death. However, Ouyang Cheng was utterly perplexed. Stop him! How? I don't know how to taunt. Just then, the protagonist suddenly looked at him. Guildmaster Ouyang, just debating is boring. How about raising the stakes? Raising the stakes? Ouyang Cheng, hearing this, sweat poured down his face. Debating is already hard, and raise the stakes? How? Is this brat seeking death? Not miserable enough? The protagonist, a relaxed smile on his face, said, How about this? Any alchemist here? If you concoct pills in front of me, I can point out techniques and errors. If any single person feels I'm wrong, I will immediately concede. What? An alchemist, hearing this, slammed the table, rising. You, a mere apprentice, point out our alchemy errors? Are you here for a debate or for provocation? Ouyang Cheng saw this, feeling completely unwell. What to do? I agreed to the debate, seeing his talent. This isn't going to turn into a street brawl, is it? What? Afraid to agree? Afraid I'll point out errors, making you lose face? Or afraid your techniques will be exposed, feeling shamed? Hearing this, one alchemist slowly stood up. Since you seek provocation, I shall indulge you first. To see one so young earn Guildmaster Ouyang's esteem, and possess such a death-courting spirit, truly admirable. So, let this old man Chengjiang witness your strength. Guildmaster Ouyang, please prepare a furnace temporarily. Let this junior see what true alchemy is. Seeing Chengjiang step forward, someone on the platform sighed. Alchemist Cheng has the greatest potential among us. An alchemist for 3 years, already able to concoct over 10 pill types. Someone beside chimed in. Indeed, given time, surpassing Guildmaster Ouyang isn't impossible. Back to Chengjiang, now standing before the furnace, he faced the protagonist. I've just created a new alchemy technique, never shown to others. Later, if you can identify which alchemy methods I've drawn from, name 3, and I willingly concede. Hearing this, those present couldn't help but marvel. Impressive! Alchemy techniques, like a martial artist's skills. To create a new one must be a peerless talent, destined to leave a mark on history. Ouyang Cheng, however, couldn't watch anymore. It's completely over. Since it's a newly created method, it's bound to be entirely different. The difficulty has increased far too much. Du-man beside him was also dumbfounded. Indeed, so difficult, let alone an apprentice. Even a 3-star alchemist would likely be helpless. Yet the protagonist seemed entirely unconcerned, smiling faintly. Then, let this junior witness Alchemist Cheng's new technique. Chengjiang, hearing this, slowly walked to the furnace. He saw his hands suddenly spread wide, and with extreme speed, tossed medicinal herbs into the furnace. Then, his hands danced, various alchemy tools appearing frequently. A set of movements, smooth as flowing water, without a single pause. The protagonist watched, unable to suppress his awe. Amazing. This is alchemy? As expected, I can't understand a thing. This apprentice boasted he could point out all present alchemists' techniques and errors, incensing the crowd of alchemists. Determined to teach him his place, Alchemist Chengjiang stepped forward first, a dazzling display of operations. The protagonist watched, exclaiming repeatedly, indeed, can't understand a thing. But no fear, I still have the Heavenly Path Library. The protagonist's eyes focused, silently chanting, flaws. Back to Chengjiang, alchemy soon concluded. He looked at the protagonist, chuckling. I'm done concocting, please. The other alchemists, seeing this, couldn't help but sigh. Alchemist Cheng is truly ruthless, concocting the most basic qi-gathering pill. Not only are the movements fluid, hard to discern, more importantly, the time is short, impossible to analyze. This brat is finished. However, the protagonist appeared quite calm. If I name the 3 techniques you drew from, will you concede? Of course. I am an official alchemist, esteemed status, noble identity. I wouldn't stoop to reneging on a debt to an apprentice. Good. Since you say so, it's simple. Let's start with the name of this self-created technique. Saying this, the protagonist slowly walked towards Chengjiang. Is it called 10,000 streams returned a river? At these words, Chengjiang's brow twitched slightly. The techniques for concocting qi-gathering pills, 12 in total. Among them, myriad streams transform to rain, North River converges, and... Speaking to this point, the protagonist suddenly switched to true qi voice transmission, copied Alchemist Bai Ming's Thousand Silk Illusory Hand, stole Alchemist Lin Mu's Ice Silk Condensing Hand, replicated Alchemist Jin Chen's Golden Spring Flowing Cloud Hand, and Alchemist Du's 100 Entwinement Hand. Am I correct about these? Hearing the protagonist's words, Chengjiang was utterly shocked. For a moment, he didn't know what to say. The protagonist transmitted again. All the above. If I were to detail them, those several alchemists present should recall their own techniques, right?